Hello everyone. We're trying some different things this week. Did a audio blog, and now we're going to do a video blog as well. And I know what you're saying. My face is much better suited to radio than TV, but we're going to see how this works out. I get asked a good bit of how do I get more involved here at Andover? And I really think that's a good question that we need to continually be talking about and helping people such as yourself know what the next step might naturally be. We are all about making disciples of Jesus Christ. That is the bottom line, period. That is everything we do. We are completely focused on that and will remain that way. We feel that typically if someone comes into our congregation, there's three things that we really focus on. Worship, small groups, and service. And really, for most folks, there's a natural progression there. We know that worship services are typically the front door. Most people, that first experience they have with Andover is through a worship experience. You may know someone who's invited you. You may have just shown up because you saw the building and thought, I'll go check this out. But however it is, typically the first time you are here at Andover is at a worship service. We think that's wonderful and a perfect way to start. And really, we are excited as new folks join us. Almost every week we have visitors who are coming in just to see how things are. But we don't think it can stop there. We must move from sitting in rows to sitting in circles. And we do that through small groups. We do that through communities of between 8 and 12 people typically, that you can be known and get to know people, that you can care for folks and folks can care for you, that you can study the Bible and pray in a smaller group, that you really can wrestle with your spirituality and your faith journey. So we encourage folks that after they've been here in worship, whether it's one time or a month's worth, let's find a Sunday school. Let's find a small group such as United Methodist Women or even the choir, that you can get plugged in and start to know people on a deeper level. It's so tough, 1 hour on Sunday morning, to get to know folks. And we try to do some things fellowship-wise, usually once a month, but even with that, it's that regular, consistent knowing folks that takes place in small groups, particularly Sunday school, that I think makes a huge difference. And we've seen that. We've seen people who have come in and their testimonies are, we really have gotten to know people and we feel cared for and loved. And that's what it's all about. And I think that's how we take our next step after we are here in worship into a small group. We go from sitting in rows into circles. But it can't stop there. It has to then, after it makes a difference in our heart, we are called on to make a difference in our world. And so service is really the third component of our making disciples for Jesus Christ. We worship, we're in small groups where we study and pray and care for one another, and then we naturally move into areas of service. Sometimes that's within the walls of the church. Oftentimes it's outside the walls, where we are out meeting needs in our community. We are caring for people. We are being ambassadors of love and compassion wherever our travels may take us. There are so many opportunities, and I don't think it necessarily has to be a church opportunity that you're involved in. I think any time that you bring just your giftedness and your talent to a particular setting and use it to glorify God, I think that is all that God has asked for us. So how do you get more involved here at Andover? Great question. We need to constantly be talking about this. Help people move from worship experience into a Sunday school, from rows to circles. I think that is so important. But then it doesn't stop there. It moves immediately into service. How do we use our giftedness and our talents to best impact the world? Hope that's been helpful. And I look forward to seeing you soon right here.